There we go.
There we go.
All right, solid start to the stream. No sound. You gotta love that. Sound. You gotta love that. All right, now we're chatting. Apologies. I don't think anybody was listening to this, but if you were, I'm sorry.
Apologies, I don't think anybody was listening to this, but if you were, I'm sorry.
Now we're good. Now we're rolling.
Hockey players always find trouble in the off-season. You know what Sudbury's like in summer. Summer in Sudbury is baby.
I feel like this stream is going to be much better now that there's sound. I think it's going to add a lot to it. The Commanders get the 2-point conversion. All right, 34-23. Eagles get the ball. Let's get some Saquon yards. I said it earlier when there was no sound. I have Saquon Barkley, 125 plus rushing yards. I got the Eagles minus 6.5. I got a parlay, one of those kind of free parlays or whatever. Jaden Daniels, 250 plus rushing yards. Saquon, 100 rushing yards. Eckler, 25 plus receiving yards and a Zach Ertz touchdown. Eckler's at 16. He's good for an 8-yard catch at some point. I'm locking that one in. It's something that's going to happen. Here goes Saquon. He's so strong. Jalen Hurts throws the ball away. 3rd and 5. Hey. If the Commanders could get the ball back here, they were pushing on the last drive. We could see another, we could see another push. Jalen Hurts throws the ball away. 3rd and 5. Hey. Third and 5. Washington showing blitz. Oh, they're coming. Oh. The Eagles' offensive line completely held together on that blitz. Jalen Hurts had a lot of time. They find Devontae Smith on a shallow crosser. He gets the first down. They needed that so bad. Saquon just a manly block in the middle of that line. That's another huge part of Saquon Barkley's game. I mean, he can pick up the blitz. He's a good blocker. He's a blocker out there for Jalen Hurts when they need him to be a blocker. I mean, that's such a huge advantage. Why is Kellen Moore not the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys? They hired Brian Schottenheimer. How do you have your whole team fail? You got Mike McCarthy, who is, I said it on No Timeouts, the Scores Football podcast. Mike McCarthy's a decent head coach. And you already had Brian Schottenheimer was locked in to be your offensive coordinator. Nobody was going to steal him away. The Saints weren't going to steal him away for a head coaching job. So why is he not? Why didn't you just run it back if you were just going to run it back, you know? Oh, Jalen Hurts does the Donovan McNabb, spins around, throws it away. 2nd and 10. There goes Saquon, just another easy 5 yards. He wants more of that. The Eagles just feel a cut above. They feel a cut above everybody that they've played so far. You know, you saw it in the Packers played them in the wild card round, and did they play? Was it the Packers and the Eagles? Yeah, it was the Packers and the Eagles, and the Lions had the first round bye, and they dominated the Packers, and the Packers are not that bad of a team. That was an aberration, you know. They thought that, because it looked like the Packers could compete, could win a playoff game. I think if they played the Rams, if they played the Lions, if they played the Vikings, they might have been able to give them a game. They couldn't do it against the Eagles because the Eagles are that damn good. I said it earlier when there was no sound. They're the Angry Birds, okay? That's what they are. They've taken on the culture of the city. You saw it when they won the Super Bowl last time. They had the dog masks. They were all underdogs. They felt it. I've seen Philly players come on the bus and tell the other team that they suck and they can't do anything. And the other team was laughing because it's just a part of the culture. The Eagles don't even like each other. They kind of hate Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni kind of hates them. The front office hates Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni hates the front office. Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown hate each other. Saquon Barkley is running off hate from the Giants for letting him go. The Angry Birds are filled with hate. I don't know what it comes down to when I got to pick who's going to win the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles. I don't know. I kind of like the storyline of the Eagles. I like their vibe. But this guy, I guess it's not over because the Commanders just got the ball. It's an 11-point game. They score a touchdown right here. We're right back in this bad boy. And Jaden Daniels, he loves those end of the game moments. All right, Commanders ball on their 20. Bam! Strike to Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is cooking across the middle. Zach Ertz is still good. Zach Ertz literally has never stopped being good. He was good with the Cardinals. He's good again. That guy's been a baller forever. Tip to the line. We're going to 2nd down and 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Oh. Just misses Zach Ertz, who was wide open again. Ertz. Ertz does it again. The boy is cooking. Oh my God. Oh, Austin Eckler fumbles. They're going to have to challenge that to see if that was a catch. But if that is a turnover, that's the end of the game right there. It's definitely a catch. Oh, Eagles ball, absolutely devastating. That's it. That's again the story of the whole entire postseason so far has been turnovers. You cannot have turnovers. Whatever the Eagles are doing to teach the little Pillman peanut punch, it is absolutely working because they get the ball once again. And that's probably going to be it. That's probably going to be it for the Commanders. Eagles with the ball at the 50. I mean, what are you even going to do at this point? All right. It's the end of the third quarter. 34-23 Eagles. They're going back to the Super Bowl. They had that one off year, but we have to remember what the Eagles looked like in that last Super Bowl. They looked great. They easily could have won that game. That was the one with like the holding call at the end of the game that Mahomes got for that, right? I mean, that's brutal. You can't have turnovers. It's the story of the whole season, the whole story of the whole playoffs. All right, so what do I need? 58 rushing yards in the fourth quarter from Saquon Barkley. Oh, brother. We're going to need a big one. Eagles minus 6.5 was my biggest bet, so I feel good about that one. That will cover everything else that I did for the rest of this game, but we need Let's get Saquon to close this bitch out. (34-23) Eagles. Starting the fourth quarter, 3 turnovers, none for Philadelphia. Oh my God, Dallas Goedert on the jet sweep. You can't give that to Saquon? Run the damn ball. There you go. That's some coaching from Nick Sirianni. He says every single team meeting they do, when a guy gets up with the ball, they want him to punch out the ball. That's what you got to do. If you're a coach, you know, turnover talk needs to be 85% of what you do. Because obviously you got to execute the plays, but the guys are going to execute the plays or not. It's the turnovers that end up, you know, determining everything that happens. Saquon, go. Let's go. Saquon with a nice little 18-yard scamper. He's so fun to watch too. My favorite thing about the NFL this year has been the resurgence of the running back. Had been the fact that running the damn ball is fully all the way back. That obviously, yes, you have to have a passing game. Obviously, you got to be able to convert in those late game situations. But if you don't have a guy who throughout the middle of the game for, you know, the middle 2 quarters and everything before those, you know, fourth down hits, if you don't have a guy that can't make explosive plays, that can't get huge runs, that can't also block for you, that can't pound and ground the defense, then you're not going to win a Super Bowl. That might be the Chiefs' biggest disadvantage right now. They drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and that didn't work out for them. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If I were the Chiefs in the next offseason, rather than looking for like a big stud wide receiver, I'm looking for a big stud running back. And there's some good ones coming up in this draft, so they got to get one of those dogs. Second and goal for the Eagles. They're tush pushing again. Maybe a fake tush push. Also, the Eagles really proved themselves with the tush push because everybody said it was like some cheat play and some, you know, it's unfair that the Eagles get to do that and they're bending the rules. Turns out they weren't bending the rules. They could actually just do something better than other teams could do, which is what football is about. And they have this play, and with Jalen Hurts and with everything that they got going into it, they just do it better than everybody else. Another tush push. I mean, this is just stupid. You got Frankie Louvu jumping over the pile twice in a row. They're just pissed off. The Commanders are just pissed off right now. Another tush push.
you got a situation here. If these are deliberate, and you heard Sean Hockey say that it could lead to an unsportsmanlike conduct call, it could also lead to awarding a score if it happens multiple times like this. So we'll hear what Sean has to say. Encroachment, defense number 93. Washington has been advised that at some point the referee can award a score if this type of behavior happens again.
Wow. If Washington goes offside again, they may just award a score. Terrible news for bettors. If you had Jalen Hurts to score however many touchdowns you had him to score, and they just award a score, I don't think anybody gets that. That could just be a you know, screw the bettors moment. Jump off again, Washington. Jump off again. Be a man and jump the ball again. Touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles. They tush push it in again. This one's getting ugly. (40-23). All right, let's kick it for one more Commanders drive here. Let's see what they do. And then we'll log off for our inaugural live stream. We got one person watching now on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate you. We're going to get into the streaming game. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm thinking about doing some morning coffee streams. You know what I mean? Might while I wake up, just give a shout out to the people. Take some questions if we get some questions. Maybe play some NFL Immaculate Grid. Maybe do some tiers, some power rankings. Could boot up a Sporkle if you're into that kind of thing.
Shopping for a car was super stressful, I'm not gonna lie.
But with Auto Trader, you have options. Set criteria for mileage, for price, any link, any budget, and walk away with a great deal.
The answer is Auto Trader.
Hi, we're Helix, a new kind of healthcare company helping you access weight loss care on your terms. Beyond diet and exercise, your weight can be shaped by your biology. So our licensed healthcare practitioners can treat weight loss with this in mind. Start your visit today at helix.ca.
What do I need here? A Zach Ertz touchdown would be real spicy. A Zach Ertz touchdown could win me 85 bucks right now. Nick Foles in the house. Love to see Nick Foles. Incomplete pass on first down and 10 for the Commanders. We're coming up on second down and 10. Jaden Daniels, not played bad. You know, you can't really be upset at this game. The Commanders don't have the dogs yet. They need to do what the Eagles did. They need to go and get those dogs. They need to, I think that's you get the quarterback and it feels like everything's solved. And to a degree, it is kind of everything solved. But I think you eventually just, I love like the Eagles going out and getting all those Georgia dudes. I love those Georgia guys. They're just like, they're strong, they're mean, they're aggressive, they're used to these big games. Like, you need to get guys that are going to be able to do that. They have to have them on defense. You just got to have playmakers around the field. The Eagles had them today. The Commanders didn't. The turnovers, that's kind of the story. Second and 10. Ooh, Terry's got his guy beat. Incomplete pass. Third down and 10. I think if the Commanders make it to fourth down, I still think they're going for it on this drive, so we'll see what they do. Cooper DeJean stops Jamison Crowder. It's fourth down. Washington has to go for it. This could be the end of the game right here. Washington 3-3 on fourth downs today. They're highlighting Zach Ertz. Oh, and he finds Ertz for the first down. Let's go. Zach Ertz absolutely balling today. Jaden Daniels misses Jamison Crowder across the middle. I can't believe Jamison Crowder is still in the NFL in an NFC Championship game. Felt like he played like 12 years for the Redskins, and then 12 years for the Jets, and now he's on like playing another 3 years for the Commanders. The guy has been in the league since 1997. Second and 10. They run the ball and absolutely swallowed up by Zach Bond. Doing big things for Zachs out there. Wisconsin Badger. Third and long. Oh, Jaden Daniels almost picked off by Darius Slay. Darius Slay. Darius Slay. I want you to know I do that. I say that out loud when I'm watching by myself as well. Fourth and 12. I think JD's going to run. Oh, sacked. All right, folks. I think that's going to be it. I think this game is over. Like I said, thanks to anybody that tuned in. No sound at the beginning. Just kind of testing this out, trying to climb Cringe Mountain. Trying to get my stream game going. Like I said, more streams coming. Do some early morning coffee chats, some immaculate grid, some power rankings, some stuff like that for the rest of the NFL season and throughout all the rest of the sports when things go on. All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a good night. Enjoy the Bills and Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs. Whatever the spread is, I'm taking it.